So right now, you're looking at a screen. You're probably pretty comfortable, right? You probably feel like you're totally in control of your choices. But in this explainer, we're going to do a deeply personal, frankly chilling, psychological audit of your digital habits. We're going to expose a system that was specifically designed to own your mind. Look at this single number, 6 hours and 37 minutes. That's the average amount of time a person spends looking at screens every single day. And I want you to understand something right out of the gate. That is not an accident. That is absolutely not a lack of willpower on your part. That is the carefully engineered result of thousands of behavioral scientists working full-time to keep you exactly where you are. Which brings us to the architecture of capture and sign number 1, the infinite scroll. Because social media wasn't designed to connect you, it was designed to capture you. You know the feeling. You pick up your phone for a specific reason, but minutes later, you've completely forgotten what it was and you're just scrolling. Traditional media has built-in stopping cues, right? A book has chapters, a TV show has rolling credits, but social media, it relies on the infinite scroll. It deliberately removes those natural stopping points because the literal second you stop, the platform stops making money. And that leads to the illusion of connection. Sign number 2, curated reality. You see, you're constantly comparing your everyday, behind-the-scenes life to everyone else's carefully edited highlight reels, and the toll this takes is highly measurable. Research shows that just 30 minutes on Instagram produces severe, measurable spikes in depression, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy. You're judging your actual reality against a curated performance, and well, your brain is paying the price. Now, let's talk about the all-knowing algorithm. Sign number 3, psychological mapping. Listen, the algorithm knows you better than you know yourself. The greatest trick these platforms ever pulled is this illusion, this idea that the algorithm simply shows you what you like. But the dark reality? It's showing you what keeps you watching. And it does this by identifying and then ruthlessly exploiting your deepest psychological vulnerabilities. And we have the empirical evidence of your data being weaponized right here. Facebook's internal research literally demonstrated they could predict a relationship breakup before either person even knew it was coming. Think about that. And TikTok, its algorithm maps out your specific psychological vulnerabilities, whether that's loneliness, insecurity, or fear, within the first 90 minutes of use. In just an hour and a half, it's serving you content specifically designed to pull those exact strings. And once they know what triggers you, they build the walls around you. Sign number 4, the mirror effect, or the echo chamber. You see, the algorithm doesn't want to challenge you, because challenged users get frustrated, and frustrated users leave. Comfortable users stay. So you end up mistaking the mirror for a window. The platform just feeds you more and more of what confirms your pre-existing worldview. Over time, your feed becomes this perfectly calibrated mirror. You become completely isolated in your own unchallenged reality, yet you feel like you're looking out at the whole world. But here's the thing, comfort isn't actually the most profitable emotion. That brings us to sign number 5, outrage addiction, and the profitability of anger. Anger keeps you scrolling longer than absolutely anything else. Leaked internal Facebook research from 2021 confirmed exactly what behavioral scientists had been suspecting. When you map it against joy or sadness, outrage produces a massive, undeniable spike in engagement. Neutrally and mathematically speaking, it is simply the most addictive content on any platform. So why is anger profitable? Think about your own behavior for a second. An angry user comments. An angry user shares. An angry user constantly returns to check the replies. Your feed feels more enraging every single year, not because the real world is inherently getting worse, but simply because your anger generates revenue. Now we hit the core of it all, the dopamine slot machine. Sign number 6, neurological hijacking. This is where your own biology is explicitly turned against you. Listen to this admission from 2017 by Sean Parker, the former president of Facebook. He said, "How do we consume as much of your time and attention as possible? Exploit a vulnerability in human psychology." Let that sink in. This isn't some fringe conspiracy theory. This is the documented, openly stated intention of the platform's creators. The mechanism they use is called variable rewards. Sometimes you post something and get 10 likes, sometimes 0, sometimes 100. That unpredictability, that's the core of the addiction. It activates the exact same addictive neurological pathway in your brain as pulling the lever on a slot machine in Vegas. You aren't really connecting with friends anymore. You are pulling a digital lever, desperately hoping for a dopamine hit. And all of this engineering culminates in our final sign, the fear of silence and industrialized discomfort. I want to ask you this directly, and I want you to be honest. When was the last time you were truly alone with your thoughts? No podcasts, no music, no scrolling, just you. Social media has essentially industrialized our discomfort with silence. Every time you're in a waiting room or there's even a 30-second pause in your day, your hand automatically reaches for your phone before your conscious mind has even made a decision. And if you think you're immune to this, consider a pretty chilling study from the University of Virginia. Participants were left in a room for just 15 minutes with absolutely nothing but their own thoughts. The discomfort was so profound that many of these people actually preferred administering mild electric shocks to themselves rather than just sitting quietly. The most dangerous thing this architecture has stolen from us isn't our time, it's our ability to simply exist in our own lives. Taking back control. The archive is open. So, we've reached the bottom of this descent. This manipulation is literally coded right into the underlying scripts and tags of the digital world you interact with every day. These systems are built by people whose financial interests are fundamentally opposed to your psychological well-being. But understanding this architecture of capture, well, that's the very first step toward escaping it. And this explainer, it's just one piece of the puzzle. There are much deeper systems, hidden psychology, and buried truths that dictate human behavior every single day. The archive is open. Make sure you subscribe to Dark Archive to uncover the forbidden psychology they never wanted you to know. Because you really have to ask yourself, the next time you unlock your screen, who is really in control?